You're watching the new home for live Grizzly athletics on the Grizzly Digital Network. We would like to thank our corporate sponsors who have made today's game possible. For more information, log on to grizzlyathletics.com. Now, here's voice of the Grizzlies, Matt Mahoney.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery. As always, I'm your host, Matt Mahoney, and today we're joined by head men's soccer coach Steve DeCou. Coach,
glad to be here.
How are we doing? Yeah, glad to be here. Excited. Big win last night for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, big win. We'll take it.
2-0 over Truett McConnell. We'll get to that in just a moment. But let's rewind the tape a little bit. Top 25 matchup going to Thomas. Put that game in perspective as the Grizzlies come up a little short.
It's one of those games that we've got to have for the end of the year, for rankings, for the final polls, for the ability to get a home seed for the national tournament. Really came out played well the first 15 minutes. Then the lightning strike came, we all went to the bus, and the good team stayed on the bus, and the team that came off just was a little bit flat. We really struggled to get back into the game. Part of that, we're a young group. We're not used to how things are done here. The Europeans were grousing because why are we stopping for lightning? We don't stop at home.
Right.
It could lightning right on top of us, yet we're going to play.
Right.
And their mentality when they came off. So hopefully it's a learning experience. We don't have that happen again.
And you talk about that learning experience. It happened at home last week on Wednesday. We were supposed to play Truett. Luckily, we were able to reschedule with them. What goes on behind the scenes that the fans may not see of going through lightning delays and communicating with their coaches and their staff about when we can try to play this game?
Yeah, on Wednesday, James Williams, our athletic trainer, he's on the Weather Channel sites. He's got the apps on his phone to see how close the lightning is. And so we're constantly in communication with the referees and the opposing coach saying, once the first lightning strike, rules dictate it's a 30-minute delay.
Yep.
So we're waiting them, when's the next strike? So then that keeps pushing it. You might be 10 minutes in, well then it pushes it back. And so it's that constant state of just watching the radar and making sure where things pushing out. Hard part though is to try to keep the guys motivated and mentally that you relax, you kind of let down, and then to come back and have to get back that level of intensity up. Especially, Thomas, where we're sitting on the bus for 15 minutes into the game.
Right.
Truett last week, we would at least had a good warm-up, got ourselves prepared, but it's just hard because you're sitting around and your emotions you build up to go out onto the field, and then you kind of deflate a bit as you have to wait. And so we've had that happen twice last year, and we learned from it. The first time, if you remember Embry-Riddle, we struggled mightily when we came out. But then when we went to SCAD, we had the same thing happen, and we were better the second time. So hopefully we learned from this year and are better the second time.
It's been a great learning process. What was it for the guys? You mentioned in the pregame yesterday, we do get to play Truett. You said an early goal would be huge for this team, just to kind of get the negativity away from them here. That was, what did you think? The Grizzlies kept knocking on the door there, then Martin finally put one home.
Yeah, it was one of those games we were in control. I mean, the stats show it, and we were getting a bit frustrated because we were settling for maybe not the best shot. And I thought maybe that, like basketball, one more pass, you get the layup. I thought maybe if we go one more pass, we start to create better opportunities. But when we put Martin and Ibrahima in, those two with their movement was unbelievable. That opened up Truett a lot more, and we created a lot better chances.
So Lugo gets his first goal of the season, 21st of his career. I teased with him in the postgame that he's approaching Tom Butler's career goal record of 28. Now, a little different story. Tom did it all in one season. Martin's over 2+. Can Lugo catch Mr. Butler?
Oh, he will. And I mean, let's put Butler's goal-scoring prowess into perspective. He scored on some teams that were just orange cones. They didn't offer us much effort. And Tom's sitting back there. Martin, he's gonna get past 28. So he's doing a great job, and his movement was the difference, and he's been very good for us this year.
And probably even better goal. You and I have talked about this. What you guys have worked on in practice. Finally, a young guy, Rasmus Holmquist, puts it in play. Translates from practice to play. Phenomenal run for him from about 35 yards out.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what you want to see out of our guys, is to make sure that they're listening, learning, and then applying. And so we're real happy about that. This is probably the first time I get to see it. We won't talk about that, will we? But yeah, great movement off the ball, the midfield, everything we worked on with our shape, and that's effort. I mean, he just continues on, does his job, and scores a great goal right there.
And probably fits right smoothly in the article as well as Lewis Sharp in the defense. Not a whole lot of pressure put on them by Truett, but they do their job staying organized, and they get a big shutout as well.
Yeah, I mean, Lewis hopefully has learned from last year. I mean, the Reinhardt game, we had the lion's share of possession, majority of the shots, but still you fell asleep mentally, made a mistake, and that led to a goal. The only shots that we've seen, and we talked to the statisticians about that, I mean, it was from 30 yards and was outside of the 18, so they weren't good attempts.
Right.
We limited what Truett was able to do when they had the ball, so that was much better. We were more focused, we were more just in sync with what we wanted to do. And Lewis, he didn't have much, if anything, to do, so I shouldn't even washed his uniform. I don't think he broke a sweat.
And the baby blue, too, that's new for him this year. Is that a personal choice for him?
No, that was just me.
Yeah.
And the reason, obviously the goalkeepers have to wear a different color.
Yeah.
The black, it's probably a little too hot to be pulling those up. Plus, that's too close to the navies that Truett was wearing.
Right.
Truett's keeper was in all white yesterday. Our guys were going to be in all red, and the keepers can't wear the same jersey. So just so you know, the keepers were in all red when they came down. Referees come up and say, hey, we got a problem. So we just ran up, gave them the baby blues, because I don't know many teams that wear baby blue, so that way you get a jersey that looks okay. In orange, I don't want to look like a big traffic cone. With all those guys,
it's quite a big 6'8" traffic cone that would stand back there and guard our goal.
Exactly.
Turning things over here, another home game. Congratulations, we're going to play back-to-back home games. Not too many of those on the schedule. But Tennessee Temple this Saturday. What are you looking forward to in that game?
We've got to continue to improve. We were very good keeping the ball. We were very good with the midfield possession, the movement off the ball. But now, Coach May and I were looking at some things. The final pass, that final shot, the movement in the box, that has to improve. There were too many guys who kept going the same speed. And when we're talking about movement in the box, it's got to be once you see Ibrahima turn in the corner, you've got to just explode to get to the spot, because when he delivers, if I'm jogging, my opponent's going to go right past me. Whereas if we can change the speeds, that's an easy tap in. Like Rasmus that you saw in that goal. He plays it into Pierre, and then he explodes past his defender, gets the return ball, and is able to score. So it's little things like that that we got to improve on.
Really looking forward to seeing the guys again. We'll have that coverage for you right here on the Grizzly Digital Network. Kickoff at 1 o'clock, pregame at 12:45. Coach, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it.
Sir. Yep.
Big win for Coach DeCou and the Grizzlies last night. They improved to now 3-1 on the season. We'll take a break and we'll come back and have head women's soccer coach Domenic Martelli. This is Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery on the Grizzly Digital Network.
This is the first time that he used it.
He stole somebody.
Yeah, maybe he stole somebody else's.
Herman, Pierre, and Callum, you're in the middle. Juan is subbing for them. So Maddie and Ariane, you'll sub on here. Where do I go?
You go to Lugo. You go to Lugo spot. Juan! Let's go, let's go. Ras! Yuda! Come on, Green! Men on! Come on, Ariane. Simple. Yes! Yes, Rude. Yes! Yes! Callum. Good, Ellis. Get a ball, Lugo.
How did that ball get across to him?
In
the air. What is that screaming for?
Press.
Press. All right, energy, great today. I like this was good. You're zipping, you're playing. Okay, good combinations. Yeah, it wasn't perfect by any stretch of the imagination. That's what I like about this group, though. You guys get after it and you go. 1, 2, 3, Grizzlies!
Are you tracking the very latest with Grizzly Athletics? Stay up to date by following Grizzly Athletics on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can join the conversation by using the hashtag Grizzly Athletics all season long. And as always, catch all the recaps, stats, and news on grizzlyathletics.com. Don't be left out. Follow all the latest with Grizzly Athletics online.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Grizzlies Live in Newk City. My favorite, the one and only Domenic Martelli. Coach, how we doing?
Maddie, how are you?
I'm fantastic.
Welcome, Newks. How are you?
Newk's in the house here. Glad to have Coach, head women's soccer coach. I feel bad because last night I sit up there in my normal spot in the production tent and we broadcast
For the guys'
soccer,
game?
the
Yeah.
game, and
Great game.
It gets over and where have the women gone? You guys have been gone for so long that I forget what your team has looked like. How many miles have you guys traveled so far this year?
I think the other day I calculated it. It's about from here to California and back 3 times. But we feel like the U.S. national team during the World Cup, the amount of venues that they've had to go to play just their game from their home base.
So you guys will hit the road again some more. We'll get to that in a moment. But reflecting a little bit here, you guys have played a tough schedule. And I don't know if there's anybody that's played a tougher 4 or 5 games on their schedule so far this year?
Well, I think anyone who's not in the top 10. I think some of the teams that are in the top 10 of the NAIA women's soccer are playing each other. So that's a tough schedule, and Northwood being one of them, who's one of our future games. But as far as anyone that's not in the top 10 receiving votes, I think we have a very, very good schedule. And a lot of that is why we had to go on the road. If we're going to play some quality teams, they don't really want to come here and play, so we have to go there. But to have the opportunity to go to Savannah and play two very good teams, very easy location to get to. Same thing with Mobile. For us to be invited, you have to understand you have Mobile, around a 16 NAI tournament team. William Carey, number 9 in the country. Cumberland, number 8 in the country, and Georgia Gwinnett. So to be included in that tournament and to be asked to go, I think was a great honor. So we had to go. We couldn't turn it down.
Absolutely. And two tough opponents there on Friday and Saturday, but at times we played really well, toe-to-toe with some of the best teams.
I think when you look at the first game, the 2-hour lightning delay, it almost hurt us because we got into the groove and all of a sudden there was the lightning. And we gave up that corner kick minutes after the time we came back onto the field. And then we were playing catch-up. We were chasing the clock, chasing the score, getting ourselves into situations. But that put us into a great opportunity to have a second half that we had. So for 45 minutes, we were the better team. We had the better stats. We had the better chances on goal. And one of those goes in, it's a different game. And now we're the better team going after them, which we were. The William Carey game, first half was phenomenal. We outplayed them. We created our chances. One of those goes in, and then an unfortunate error on their goal, which kind of took a little bit of wind out of our sail. And then the second half was nothing wrong with it. It just wasn't as good as our first half.
For somebody who looks at our schedule on the outsider, they see a loss to start the season and 2 wins and 2 tough losses, up and down. Have we showed progress over the 5 games so far?
Yes, I think when you look at the 2 wins in Savannah, remember, SCAD has been a predominantly tough team, not only to us, but to the whole country. And they had a lot of their players back from the year before. So to win the way we did, Buford's had some great results in the Sun Conference. Those were 2 very, very good games on our part. The first game, we have to chalk it up to whatever excuse you want, even though there shouldn't be any excuses. You have one of those. So our goal, to quote my favorite rock group, and that's the Beastie Boys, no sleep till Brooklyn. Our goal is no losses till December. So our goal is to get 1 game at a time, win those games, and continue to get that wave going into the win column.
We're going to have one of your goalkeepers, Mo Guiterrez, on later. Does she know who the Beastie Boys are?
I don't know. I'm sure the songs they know. I don't know if they know the names, but one of the best bands ever.
You're gonna hit the road again, head to the mountains this weekend, taking on Montreat and Milligan. What are you looking forward to and expect out of the Grizzlies this weekend?
Well, again, another little bit of a snafu, but again, back to being an easy weekend on the road. We're actually going to Milligan to play Montreat and Milligan on Saturday and Sunday. Montreat's field is unplayable. We were able to coordinate it. Thank you very much to Milligan to be able to do that. So now we get up, we get to Milligan. We have 1 hotel for the night. We're not bussing between games. We can get the maximum amount of rest in between, prepare for both teams the way we should, and get a full 90 minutes in both games.
That was my next question. Have we played a full, complete 90-minute game this season?
No. When you look at our first game, bits and pieces throughout the game. You look at our second game, great second half. You look at our third game against SCAD, unbelievable first half. And then we just mentioned the 2 games this past weekend where it was a half in each game. And I mean a very, very good half. And I understand if you play a great half, it's tough to continue to do that. But we don't want it to drop off if there is a drop off at any time. And I think our goal is to play our way. We had to defend a lot this past weekend. We had to play against some quality All-Americans. So it wasn't as easy to get things done. But now with this opportunity to play 2 quality teams, play well on both sides of the ball, accomplish the things that we want to do at this time of the year to get better as an attacking team, as a controlling the ball team, as a defending team overall, both on restarts and overall on the run of play. We want to make sure that we can do both of these games. And it's nice, it's back-to-back. You play 1 game, you got to fix a few things. There's not a whole lot to forget. You got to play within 24 hours later.
Right, and the Grizzlies have 2 games this weekend, and then 11 days from today, we'll welcome the Grizzlies back home.
Yes, and
looking forward to it.
An unbelievable day, a great telecast for both games, a doubleheader. and for us, the number 4 team in the country coming into town. But we don't want to get there yet.
Right.
We have 2 important games this weekend.
Absolutely. Coach, appreciate you stopping by.
Thank
It's
you very
fun as
much,
always.
Maddie.
Enjoy
It
your
is.
lunch. Have we
It
ordered
is.
yet?
Yeah, salad again. Very good choice here at Newk's. And look forward to enjoying it today before we get out for practice.
Sounds good. He's our women's head soccer coach, Domenic Martelli. We'll take a break here. We'll come back with Mo Guiterrez, a special guest on Grizzlies Live and Newk Eatery on the Grizzly Digital Network.
Go Grizzlies!
Let's see if Mo's going to do that.
Oh,
Think we can do that?
Game day tradition would have to be listening to music.
Listen to Spanish music before games. Kings of Leon, AC/DC. Everything. I really listen to everything.
I have a pair of pants that I wear, and if we keep winning, then I don't watch them.
I always put right sock, right shoe, left shoe.
I'm trying to match my sports bra with my sliders on game days.
I have a bracelet that says Pete McKenna on it. My friend's dad committed suicide, and I put in my cleat every time that I play.
The pregame prayer.
Take a nap.
I drink a Red Bull before games.
I used to get really bad cramps, so before every game I'd take a shot of mustard.
Eat macaroni and cheese before the game if Dom doesn't see me do it.
I typically always come and I have my Powerade, and I have to have my hair in a ponytail.
Hello, I'm Dr. Darren Wilson, Director of Athletics at Georgia Gwinnett College. Our administrators, coaches, and staff are proud to be one of the newest members in the NAIA. We aim to uphold the NAIA Champions of Character principles by promoting a positive climate for growth while fostering relationships within Georgia Gwinnett College, Lawrenceville, and Gwinnett County. In addition, we embrace our core values for the Grizzly Athletic Department: sportsmanship, leadership, service, responsibility, and pursuing excellence. Our mission is to develop lifelong leaders of character through academic and athletic excellence. Go Grizzlies!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery. We're joined now by Mo Guiterrez. Mo, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. The junior goalkeeper from right down the road in DeCou.
Yes.
It's been a while. I mean, has it been a while or not long enough? You're a junior now.
I mean, it feels like it's only been a year, honestly. And I mean, I still remember my freshman year, and now I'm over here as junior. So.
Well, take me back to your freshman year, the inaugural game of Grizzly Athletics history. August 25th, 2012. What do you remember about that day?
Wow, I remember that game like if it was yesterday, honestly. I just remember, being in my goal box and just looking out at the stands and just seeing it was at least like 2,000 people or something. But yeah, it was a lot of people. The atmosphere was great. The energy was just insane. And I remember the first goal we scored when we first scored the first goal. I just remember everyone, the crowd going crazy, and it was just very memorable.
Well, yeah. How far have we come in that short amount of time? Now you've got the Grizzly soccer complex in your own locker room and the facilities. What's that been like?
It's wonderful, amazing. The facility is just, like they say, it's like D1 quality. I'm really happy with what the director has done with this program.
What's been your fondest memory of all your journey so far? What's been the best memory?
For me as a player, it would definitely be against Clayton State. It was a Division II team at the time. I just remember I had a great game, honestly. And I just remember making there was about 4 minutes left in the game. We were 1-0. And I just remember I made a very great save, and it kept us in from tying them. So that was probably one of my best memories, and I felt great about myself.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what's interesting. Ned and I were talking this morning, and it's hard for us to find another Grizzly in any sport that's played as much as you have, mostly because we've only been around for 2+ years, but you were the goalkeeper from day one. Now in your junior year, you've logged more minutes than anybody else in this athletic department.
Yeah.
Are you like the senior? Not senior,
I almost feel like an old person from that, but yeah, it's definitely a lot of minutes, and I mean, it's great. It's a great feeling. And it's definitely a lot of pressure, though.
And does it hurt or help when you got somebody like Alex now you're working with the goalkeeper to kind of motivate you throughout the season?
Oh, yeah. Alex is definitely a very big motivator for me. She's a very hard worker in practice. She always motivates the team. She's always at 100%. And it's great competition as well,
You mentioned practice and Coach Martelli there. I tried to loosen him up a little bit on the show, but he always stays in his little box. He never shows his personality. What's Coach like at practice that we don't see on camera?
Well, Coach is very unpredictable, honestly. You don't know if he's ever being serious or if he's joking around. Because, I mean, we'll be joking around or something, and he'll get onto us, about being serious. But yet again, he'll make like a funny comment or a joke, and it's just like, okay, should we laugh or should we not laugh? But I mean, he's definitely a jokester, but when it's time to, get serious, get stuff done, he definitely changes the tone and we'll get it done.
What's motivated you this past year? I know probably the last images most of us have of you is just the torrential downpour that came on during the Cal State San Marcos game, and we were so close, went toe-to-toe with probably the best team in the league. Has that motivated you guys going into this year?
That's definitely motivated us a lot this year. I think one of our team goals as a team is to beat Cal State this year. I mean, it was a very rough game. They're a very good team, but I know that this year we will bring it to them because we came back, we came to them not that great last season, but I mean, the weather, played a factor.
And a part of it's the unknown. What is this AII stuff? What is this conference tournament?
I was just I didn't know it was a big
California,
deal.
right. So now
then,
you know.
Yeah, now I know it's a big deal, like a California team coming to Georgia to play us, but I know this year we will definitely hand it to them.
And a little different story. They're not going to come to us. We've got to go play them in Iowa. Have we thought about Iowa?
Oh, God.
In
I mean, I've been
yet?
to Iowa once, and all I remember is seeing cornfields everywhere, which was not a great view. But, yeah, Iowa's in the middle of nowhere, but it'll definitely be a good game.
Yeah, looking forward to it for sure. What are you looking forward to this season? What can we expect out of Mo in goal this year?
Definitely more saves. Hopefully game-saving saves. As a team, I think we've started a bit rough, but as a team, I think that, we started rough because of the teams we played, very great teams.
Right.
We played Alabama and such. But I think as a team, we'll definitely pick it up these next few games that we have, and we will definitely come out with more wins and such.
Does it help when you guys travel on the road all the time? You guys are always together and team bonding and chemistry, stuff like that?
Oh, yeah,
happen?
the team bonding definitely is out on the road, hotel rooms. We get to talk about, everything pretty much as a team, and it helps us bond together, and I feel like that really helps us on the field in general. Yep.
Are you tired of traveling yet?
A bit. I'm not really excited for this
one more road trip.
Yeah, one more road trip, and then we'll be back home. So, but, it's great traveling too, the food, free food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this year, most everybody, and I apologize, everybody calls you Mo. I knows you as Mo. Is that right?
No, I'll keep Mo. It's fine.
You like Mo? Mo's all right?
I like my name, my original name, but I'll keep Mo since it's been with me for ever since high school days. So
is it like an alter ego thing? Like when you meet Magaly, but then game day it's Mo. It's time to go Mo.
It's Mo for on the field. Yes, off the field I prefer my real name, but on the field I'll keep Mo. Shorter, easier to say.
Fair enough. Well, it was great to see you as always.
Thank you so much, Matt.
Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it very much.
All right, and go Grizzlies.
There it is. Okay, she's learned from Dom. I appreciate it. We'll take a break. We'll come back and wrap this show up. This is Grizzlies Live, a news eatery on the Grizzly Digital Network. That was awesome. Good job.
I came here because it's close to home, 15 minutes away. I can be close to my family whenever they need help. I like waking up and being in a rush, just taking a shower, doing everything as quick as I can because it kind of gets my blood flowing fast and kind of gets me ready for the game. My dad, he's a hard worker. Put food on the table and took me to practice. I would say rude, he's a mean guy, but he makes us laugh. I enjoy going fishing with my dad.
pretty close to where I'm from originally and have a large family, and they always love watching me play, so having my family at my games is definitely important. I'm most thankful for the opportunity to play college soccer. After tearing my ACL, I didn't think that it would be possible. My impersonation of coach should have to be on your toes, cha-chas. The person that makes me laugh most on our team is probably Alex, and I think Mary's a close second. My mother is definitely my role model. She raised 10 children practically by herself, so I definitely admire her strength. I'm the second youngest, and there's 7 girls and 3 boys. We all get together and we all stay the night at my parents' house, no matter how far you live, or you sleeping on the floor, sleeping on the couch, everyone's there.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Grizzlies Live at Newk's Eatery. Big thanks to Steve, Dom, and of course Mo here for being on the show. Big thanks to them. Glad to have them aboard, and they did awesome as always. What do we got going on here? Grizzly Game Bites newsletter is alive and well. Be sure to log on to our website. 100% free, delivered right to your email inbox. Updates and recaps of every week of Grizzly athletics. Grizzly Club is alive and well too. Click on our website, Fan Zone and Grizzly Club, to get involved with an exclusive inside access to Grizzly athletics. Women's soccer is going to continue their 6-game road trip to the Appalachian Mountains this weekend. They will be going to Milligan both games. Saturday is going to be Montreat, Sunday's Milligan. Both those games at Milligan. Adjust your schedule accordingly. Men's soccer will be back in action this Saturday at the Grizzly Soccer Complex versus Tennessee Temple. Kickoff is scheduled for 1 o'clock, and we'll have that pregame coverage for you at 12:45 right here on the Grizzly Digital Network. As always, for the latest information, log on to grizzlyathletics.com. Quick introduction here. He's off camera, but from all of us here at the Grizzly Digital Network, we'd like to welcome aboard our newest member of the Grizzlies staff, Clay Trainham. Clay, thumbs up for him. He's on board already. Welcoming him aboard. Welcome to GGC. Glad to have him as well. And he's 1-0 too, Colin. He was here last night for the article, so we get to keep him around. He won last night, so we'll keep him around for this weekend. And last but not least, our tweet of the week comes from Sarah Murphy, our senior forward on the women's soccer team. As Sarah tweeted out, "It's a great day to be a Grizzly," with a picture of her teammates there. Couldn't have said it any better myself, Sarah. There aren't too many bad days to be a Grizzly, that's for sure. Here, Sarah used the hashtag GrizzlyWSoccer, and fans, you can be our tweet of the week by using the hashtags you see on your screen, especially hashtag Grizzly Athletics. Don't forget, every Wednesday right here at Newk's Eatery, have lunch with us, meet the staff, meet the coaches for Grizzlies Live at Newk's Eatery. Colin, thumbs up. Let's get out of here, all right? For our entire cast and crew, Colin Wilson, I'm Matt Mahoney saying so long, everybody. This is Grizzlies Live at Newk's Eatery on the Grizzly Digital Network. Go Grizzlies.
We'd like to thank all of our corporate sponsors who have made today's game possible. You can watch this game and previous games by clicking the On Demand tab at the top of the page. In addition, you can watch coaches' shows and weekly feature stories all on the Grizzly Digital Network by clicking the On Demand tab as well. For the latest information, including game recaps, schedules, and so much more, visit grizzlyathletics.com.